Hello and welcome back to PreciseAlgorithmTrading.com. It is Sunday, May 5th, and sorry we're late this weekend, but we've been out of town. So I'm going to dive right in here and start with our automated trading from Friday. And this is the Dow futures, and there were 3 trades, net negative, but still looking pretty promising here. And for what it's worth, I'm going to explore the volume indicator or the volume study that I've been building with this same strategy and these strategies, I should say, and see if I can't improve on these results. So um, that'll be in the future weeks. So we're not there yet. The Russell here, it's actually had a lot of stop out days in a row, which is all this. But on Friday we had a stop out, but not. We actually had just one. It was a end of day trade, and it was not a stop out day. So that might be a change. And then the Nasdaq is actually still perking up here, and we had these trades on Friday, which is net positive. So all in, not a bad day. Flip over to the overall markets. We'll go here, and this is the volume edition that I'm looking at here. The light blue arrows and the magenta arrows, and this is the still the simple and the exponential. I'm sorry, simple and the weighted 30 period moving average, and then a longer term version of it. And yeah, so what do we got here? We got the hourly on this side, the daily on this side, and if you notice here on the hourly of the S&P E-mini futures, we got this volume indication down here with the target there, and that popped up on Thursday. So we've had strength after all that. However, the truth of all of it is trends build from the inside out. I should say stock prices move from the inside out. So they have to move on the hour before they can move on the daily. And so right now, if I was to open this thing up to, and I will, just to look at it, show extended hours. Yeah, it had extended strength into Friday, and now we're I wouldn't say rolling over yet, but we need to see that start to improve on the daily if we're really going to take this thing the opposite direction. So something else I did here is to open this up to where I have the 4 hour on the right hand side, and I have the daily on the left hand side. And so the 4 hour, you can see we do have that strength. And if I flip back to this just for fun and take a look at the 4 hour indication here, we have that strength in the overnight action right now. So um, it's good to know, good to see. It is a breakout above this level back here too. So there's going to be some indications that go a little bit against each other, but at the same time, you can see the strength in the overnight happening over on the left-hand side. Uh, so markets are not, they don't try to be easy. I mean, it's not, but what we're trying to do is harness the, you know, take what we already know and add to it so that we have the trend or the odds really on our side. So, um, anyways, on Friday we had the S&P was up 63 points, 1.26%. The Dow was up 450 points, so strong day. Let's look at those just for now. There is no volume on the S&P 500, the SPX, and I actually don't remember off the top of my head why that is, because I think it's a tradable instrument. But there is volume on the Dow, and you can see there's strength coming in there. The Russell, we'll look at IWM. There is strength on the hourly. Not enough to reverse this yet, but we're going to be watching for that. And what else? We got the NASDAQ. There's no volume indication here, so we have to flip over to the futures, but the NASDAQ was up 1.99%. And I know I said I didn't think this thing was just going to reverse and go back up again. I still don't, because of market structure, and it seems like it needs to come back down. But maybe it'll come down and put in a higher low and take off from there. So unless this is it, we had a low and a possibly higher low, maybe we'll just go from there. It just doesn't seem finished. And if we go to the weekly, 1, 2 up, I guess this thing could just reverse like that. It's on strength and volume strength as well. The markets can do whatever they want, and we just have to try to get on the right side of it or stand aside. The transportation index, we'll put in IYT, also showing strength. And then we'll look at oil. USO is actually showing weakness. I'm also testing these targets and seeing if I like them to be like 75% targets that they get hit, but for them, or better even. And I'm working on what math goes into that. So, all right. What else? That's oil, gold. Since we're here, has weakness. And the moving average here turned red, so we've got some imperfect signals at this point. All right, and okay, TLT. We have strength on bonds, at least short term. Moving into, let's look at this is a way to look at these instruments from a 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour, so you can see them unfold as they go. So, and if you really had time to watch the markets, you could literally start at 15 minute and watch it go all the way up through the daily and even into the weekly. But I don't want to spend that kind of time in front of the markets, but I like this as an indication and to be able to glance at it every now and then. And then we also have the VIX that's now it's a lot lower again. So realizing that when we get this low on the VIX, like we did back here, we'll probably get a bounce. Now we could get some of this stagnation for a little while, and we should probably go take a look at the VIX, VIX. And if we look at trading in the next 9 days, the calls are much higher than the puts on the VIX. And that just means they're expected to go up, they're priced to go up. Now, they're way out of balance, so that'll be interesting more to look at probably during the day when the markets are actually moving. Same thing goes for the VIX options that are out 2 days. Okay, now let's flip over to stockcharts.com, and wrap this up. The bullish percent indexes, the industrials continue to climb with some strength. The NYA up 3.03%, still in a column of O's. The transports didn't move. The NASDAQ up 4.25%, still in a column of O's. The S&P 500 up 7.42%, still in a column of O's. The OEX added X's to the upside, went up 12.73%, so that's where the strength is. And the NASDAQ 100 actually put in a point and figure buy signal here, up 22.22%. So that looks like, unless it just all rolls over and dies, we got some good strength up and coming here, and we'll just have to see how this thing plays out and play each day as they go. Until next time, take care, good trading, and have a great night, and we will talk to you the next one.